Hey, what is up guys, Avik here back with another video, and coming to the point, before the launch of Xperia Z5, the Xperia Z3 Plus was Sony's flagship and many people didn't know about that. It has an excellent build, great design, impressive specs, and Sony we already know does great camera optics. But, is it obsolete already? Let's take a look at that in this video. After this, in my next video, I'll be having a in brief comparison between the OnePlus One and the Z3 Plus, both being 1.5-year-old flagships. Let's get started. Now let's take a look at the build and the overview. It's built really well, with glass on front and back and metal to grip. It makes it really slippery and literally sliding off the table or the pocket, if the table or pocket is slightly tilted. So at the top we have 3.5mm headphone jack, a secondary noise cancellation microphone. To the sides we have a flap covering the SIM card slot and the micro SD card slot, which comes off. Yes. To the bottom we have micro USB, which supports fast charging and decently loud speakers. To the right we have a clicky power button and volume rockers basically, and dedicated camera button too. To the back we have 20.7 megapixel shooter with a single LED flash and an FC logo. We have Sony branding lower below and Xperia branding further below. To the front we have a gorgeous 5.2-inch IPS LCD display. It's a 1080p screen with 5 megapixel front-facing camera too, and all the related sensor. Overall, it's built really well. Yes. Here are some pumped up specs. This phone is powered by octa-core Snapdragon 810 chip, that is 2 sets of cores. 4 power-saving cores, that is Cortex A53, clocked at 1.5 GHz each, and 4 performance cores, that is Cortex A57 cores, clocked at 2 GHz each. This is coupled with an Adreno 430 GPU, and for multitasking we have 3 GB of RAM. For storage, we have 32 gigs with expansion up to 128 gigs. That's really cool. Sony, thumbs up. So, display is great. It's gorgeous, but not to today's standards. 1080p IPS display with 427 ppi, with great viewing angles, of course, is good, but not all that great. Although we have 4K from the successor, Xperia Z5 Premium. We do. So we don't need to talk all about the cameras at all. Sony does excellent job in cameras. As I told you earlier, Sony does great camera optics. We have 20.7 megapixel Sony Exmor sensor. It's a 6-element lens with great zooming capability. It also has a great dynamic range, and Sony has added in auto and manual modes to suit your comfort. That's cool. Although it tends to overexpose a bit in low light, and with 2.0 aperture we get real wide angle lens. Things get washed out a bit, but that's really at far extremes. It's not at macro shots or micro shots, it's completely at far extremes. It also can shoot 4K video, although it looks more like an upscale 1080p footage. It's awful. Okay. 5 megapixel front camera is also decent. It can shoot up to 720p videos, and it's pretty wide angled. I'm pretty impressed with the 5 megapixel front shooter. Well, I would give a thumbs up for the camera from my side. Coming to the software, we have Android 5.0.2 Lollipop with Xperia UI on top. It is pretty close to stock Android. Sony has added in a lot of their apps, but very little tweaks. And also it has minimal customizations. You cannot customize a lot. Gaming is decent considering the specs. Well, I do game a lot, but considering the specs with Adreno 430 GPU, it should be good. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up to see more review videos of smartphones. Please tell me anything you want in the comment section down below. It's free, it's open. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys pretty much in the next one. Goodbye.